Namaskaram. Good evening to everyone. I wish everyone is having a nice time at their own respective places and happy and healthy. This today's video is in continuation of the last one which I have posted. The topic which I shared and the thought which I shared on that was on overthinking. Today I'm going to speak and share my thoughts in terms of the fear and anxiety. Look, fear, anxiety, overthinking, all are related, correlated, interrelated with each other. Yeah. So if I talk about fear and anxiety, which is currently spread across the globe because of this pandemic, so there is a fear, there is anxiety, be it in a professional, be it in a non-professional. There is the environment is definitely under the fear and anxiety. But from where the fear and anxiety comes, it definitely comes from here, because mind is a child. He doesn't listen to anyone. Whatever comes here, he gives immediately to you. But that is up to you how you control your thoughts, how you control this child. As you may have the experience of, bringing up the child, how you bring the child up and take care of the needs of him. As I said yesterday, there has to be the pauses in terms of when the overthinking happens. So fear and anxiety too need the pause, in terms of understanding why the fear is. Create a dialogue within your own self. When the fear comes, don't run away from the fear. I would say just face the fear. Whatever I'm sharing with you and you have shared with you, everything are my own personal experiences, what I have faced, what I am facing, or I have experienced to some extent, are all these of my own personal experiences. So whenever the fear comes, just face the fear. You know, don't run away from the fear. Running away from fear would be, you would be giving a pedigree to the fear that okay, I am a coward, or I am not so strong internally that I can hold the fear. You have to hold the fear. Even I, in the beginning of my certain age, a few years back, even I was also very, I used to get nervous breakdowns when the fear used to come to me personally, primarily personally or professionally, in both ways. But sooner or later, I realized that there has to be a pause button which is in our hand, because here and here there is a line in between and the button is in your hand. So we need to hold the button, we need to press the button whenever we need, and that can be created by creating a dialogue with your own self. Ask questions why the fear is, what will happen. Yes, of course, there is no employment, there is no industries which are moving, the economy is down. But what will happen? It is not with you and me only, it is global. Globally, people are facing such challenges. The countries are facing such challenges. So, the responsible leaders of the countries are not getting into a trap of fear and anxiety. Our Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, is not getting under the trap of fear and anxiety because of he has, there is an economy slowdown, or there is the unemployment, or there is certain kind of a chaos all over India. But he's managing as a leader. This is what the leader is: to face the fear, to face the challenges. We need to face. We need to accept the fear. We need to accept the challenge. Okay, this is why it is. And then start asking the questions to your inside. What if this happens? What not if this happens? I am not getting a job, so what if I will not get a job for next 2 months? So what? But I'm trying. Am I trying? Yes, I am trying. So that is countering, creating a dialogue with your fear. When you create a dialogue, the fear will take a backseat. Undoubtedly, fear has to take a backseat. The anxiety has to take a backseat. They overrule only when they know that okay, there is some space inside which is free, and he or she is allowing the fear and the anxiety to come inside and take their spaces. That's the reason they come and give us the nervous breakdowns, give us the anxiety, or create the the overthinking pattern in us. So we need to. The best way is to create a dialogue. What I'm doing, I'm creating a dialogue with my own self. Yeah, I have lost everything. So what will happen? This piece of a life is with me. I'm living. I will live. And I have a passion. I am a qualified person. I am a seasoned qualified person. So there is a road to me. I need to create a path out of a path. I need to create a thought out of a thought. I need not to sit back in a corner and say, okay, oh my God, now nothing will happen to me. And why should I look upon the losers? I should look upon the leaders. I named a leader of our country, Mr. Narendra Modi, who is facing the fear, who is accepting the fear. You know, he is not a loser. So he has taken it as a challenge. This pandemic, I will make this pandemic or this crisis or this virus to go over. He has taken a challenge. The economy will come back again. So these are the leaders. So one should look upon to these leaders. And one should not look upon to those people who are in a corner. Okay, no, I don't think, oh my God, no, I have lost my everything and anything. My family members have left me. My people have left me. I don't have a job. I don't have employment or money. So there is something which is for you because God has given you a life. If this piece of a life is still with you, that means you need to understand this. Everything is inside. The good is inside, the bad is inside, the fear is inside, the challenge is inside, the roadblocks are inside, the happiness is inside, the anxiety is inside, everything is inside. But we all need to extract what we want. Do we want the fear to live with fear? Do we want the happiness to live with happiness? Do we want, a solace to live in a solace? That all depends on us. No matter what, you are alone. No matter what, you are with family. Wherever you are, because I again and again say that this is your piece of a life. You need to live the life in your own way. Define your own way. Having said that, keep your mind and heart in such a way. The best exercise for this child is meditation. Do a regular meditations. Focus on your mind. And believe me, 90% of people whom I interact with run away when the focus comes. When you start focusing on your mind, when you start focusing on your thoughts, when you start focusing on your the kind of thoughts in your closed eyes, when it starts coming, 90% of people immediately open their eyes and say, okay, no, it's not my cup of a tea, or let me go out and do something else here. That is where you're losing the game. Don't lose the game. Don't run away. Running away is not the option. Face the fear. The soldiers standing on the border, they face the fear. They don't run away. The leaders are the real leaders who face the fear and the challenges. They don't run away, And so many people on the social media are today talking about, I am losing my job or I have lost my job. There are so many people waiting outside India who have lost their jobs, and they are just waiting for the lockdown to go over, and they will come back to India with their bag and baggages. What do? So if they start, hugging the fear and the anxiety and overthinking, so that means the world is over. It's not over. Nothing is over. It's all in your hands. It's all in your thing. The power is with you. God has given you a life of a human being. So that means the power is with you. The mysticness is with you. You need to understand this power. The power which is within. The power of self-belief. The power of self-realization. The power of self-introspection. This is your power. And nobody can, take away this power from you. You have to live with this power. So, all I can say, there is no logic to fear and anxiety. They are logicless, believe me. No matter what in the family, anyone in the family of yours, may say or had said or will say now in the coming months or weeks or years that you are not doing anything, you're sitting at home, and automatically the overthinking or the anxiety or the fear will start coming inside. Don't bring that. It's not you. And start asking the questions to yourself. What is that? If have I lost anything? No, I have not lost anything. There is a challenge. I have to overcome this challenge. So that's all I want to say. Certain things which I am holding because it may go long. It is already 10 minutes of this video. So let me come back again, and I would really appreciate your views, your thoughts, your comments, and in the comment section or in my personal DM. Thank you. Keep watching. Goodbye. Namaskar.